Okay, hello. Can you hear me now? I just realized what went wrong. Okay, I now have audio. I so I'm back. I'm back. I fixed my audio concerns. I did not. I was sending it through Audition, and I didn't prime it as live. I thought because I was getting input that the audio was working. Yeah. Okay. Great. Thank you. Thank you for sticking by me through the quietness. Okay. Um. So I feel like I've just been showing you these things and nodding. So what have I just said? Okay. So I'm going to leave this little puzzle with you to try and figure out. So I have this little keyboard, which it's an ancient keyboard that the Vikings used that had only four runes on it. The top one is offset slightly, and there's a little polyhedral crystal bottom corner. Who am I referencing here? Okay, so there is a famous YouTuber, a famous YouTuber in the gaming world. I definitely have gotten some influence from him. Then I have an Ithalid cartographer, which has been commissioned by just a little statue of this Ithalid cartographer has been commissioned by the Elder Brain. Who is that? And over here we have this is a monster called Brian, who I did not come up with this name. This is by Maps by Own, and he includes this on many of his maps, and I think they're great. So I asked him, "Can I throw in your little monster?" He said, "No problem. Work away." So it's like he's now visited my dungeon, which I appreciate, but I'm also terrified by. Then the last one was the Slab of Thor, which is this dungeon, sorry, this trap here by Peculiar Paths. He's also given me permission to include it. So this is my version of it. It's a regular pitfall trap. Oscar? Oh yeah, so actually I was looking at 3000 going, what are you referencing with 3000? Yeah. 3000 likes on Facebook, I really appreciate it. I'm like, I don't get the reference, but sometimes my brain works like that. So, thank you, Darrell. This one here is it's a pitfall trap. You fall in, you can't get out, but there's a little switch on the wall. Pull the switch, down comes Slab of Thor, trapping you in your tomb. So, I'm also thinking there's a sarcophagus over here. That could be an activated Slab of Thor. That'd be a bit fun. I might throw a few more sarcophagus, and who knows? There might be someone trapped down there. Anyway, so I went to work today on these kind of blank areas, and this is the one I want. Some empty rooms. Some empty rooms. No. There's another room I just want to fill with hot dogs. And yeah, okay, why not? This one here. Let's fill this one with a portal to. The name for the little guy is Brian. I didn't come up with him. His name is Brian. Maps by Own named him Brian. So he does look like an Oscar. Right, so let's get this cracking. So I will line this up. So if anyone's interested in myself, this is a light board. Okay, it's obviously going to bleach now because I have too much light coming. But once I put that on, it's no longer a problem. I just have some isometric paper that I printed out myself because I like to be in control that way. And I'm placing my paper on top, so I don't have those little lines. Stick a little bit of masking tape. Yeah. So actually, I can just get started with these stairs. I'm so glad that I figured out that audio problem. This is why I was a little bit late for this stream, because my first stream I had it on this virtual audio cable, but I just didn't have it turned on. It's just little simple things like that. So you know what? This is causing it to bleed, so I'm just going to put that away, just so it isn't creating this one here. Okay. So it's not creating too much background light for the video. Now, I don't need a pencil here. For stuff like this, when you've just done it so many times, you're like, I just get straight in with the pen, especially if you have a guide behind you. Now that said, on this very map, I have actually made a huge error. Not Photoshop can't fix, but I think I've come up with a solution. I'm not going to show it here, but you learn through your errors. I just made an absolute. It's just like cursing. I had an area with a door coming out, and it was supposed to end at the wall, but I hadn't marked in the wall first, which is the first thing I should do, is just border everything out so that I'm not, I know where to end the floor, basically, but just effect up. Now, let's have a look at the stairs here. Let's have a look at the stairs that I did previously, just to make sure, because as I'm rabbiting on, I may make more errors, which is lots of fun. But you think, because I normally talk to myself anyway as I'm wandering through these, because otherwise it gets quite lonely in these dark caves, dungeons. That you think that I'm used to it and I shouldn't make any mistakes. Oh, and by the way, anyone in the chat, I have plenty of rooms that, if you just want to throw your own little Easter egg in, if just a little reference, it could be anything. You want me to put like a set of, I don't know, fine dining, I don't know, things on a table or something. You just shoot it in, and then it's like, oh yeah, I suggested that. So anything you can think of that you'd like to just suggest into the chat, I will try and include it somewhere. That's how I make all my maps. Is I love kind of the feeling that, you know, it's a collaboration of many minds coming together, and that I can point them out and say, oh, that one there, I remember when Daryl, birthday party. You want a birthday party in the dungeon? I think the watch out, the Mind Flayers should be having a birthday party. We definitely will set up a table with a birthday party. I love it. See, this is what I mean. And the thing is, it could just look like. So what's going on here? It doesn't have to be so obviously a birthday party that it ruins the immersion for someone playing the game, but it's enough of an Easter egg that we know it's a birthday party. Birthday part, is it a birthday party or a birthday part, comma, and then you're going to finish? I'm not sure, but I think a birthday party is a good idea. Definitely a Mind Flayer birthday party. They know how to party those Mind Flayers. Party like it's, I don't know, Ragnarok or something like that. So I might do. Well, I might do next week. See, I'm next week. I'm going to be hopefully finish this map well with luck. So I might be moving on to new maps, my Patreon maps. But I should know tomorrow what maps I'm going to be making in February. I'm back to taking submissions of my patrons. So we have a little vote. But I know for sure two of them. One of which. Oh, it's your birthday party. Oh wow! And actually, the lady who won the maps this week on the Facebook giveaway, it's her birthday tomorrow. Oh, I know she cheated. She voted for her own number, which is absolute disgrace. No, I'm joking. She won fair and square. It's all complaints can go to Harold for Tank Manager, my clerk. But happy birthday, yeah. So you're having a good one, yeah. Today is your birthday party. So have you any plans of what you're going to do for today? Are you going to have a couple of beers, or are you like myself? I'm actually the last birthday party I went to. I well, no, I stayed out late. Okay, the one before. I'm Irish. I'm allowed. I'm not really that much of a heavy drinker. So, whatever you're going to do, what's your plan? So, I need to lean on this page. So, I need to lean on this so I don't get my. This lamp here is just so baking. Am I getting any interlacing? I am. I'm wondering if. Yeah, let's turn that like that. Let's pop a little bit. So we're going to put a a birthday party, maybe a mind flare birthday party. Um, coping by crafting. Have you any suggestions of little Easter eggs to include on the map? And I'm happy to do so. Just after these stairs, that's exactly what I'm going to get on. We'll do our birthday party first, and then whatever you can come up with, as long as it's not too ridiculous, as long as it's not like something that scribbles all over the entire map, I won't do that. Unless you pay me a lot. So, just finish off these little stairs. So I have an ingenious trap here. Not as ingenious as Past Peculiar comes up with, but okay, so we have this puzzle here. Okay, this is part of a puzzle. A pile of yarn in the corner. Yeah. Okay. So you know what? So that I remember these things, I'm just going to grab this piece of paper and so we've got birthday party. And a pile of yarn. Am I guessing that maybe you? Oh, this is okay. Well, happy birthday tomorrow. Brilliant. Okay. Coping by crafting. Is that any reference to using yarn to craft things? Is that? I'm presuming it's something to do with that. Do you know what? That's the best way of coping. I actually find that anything that you're using your hands for, I should not be using this pencil. Okay, this one here is not the best anymore. Let's jump over onto here. Okay, this one here will do. Yeah. Oh, I respect that. My daughter. So actually, I shouldn't really say this, but she will kill me. I'm just so proud of her. She makes anything that she can't get her hands on, like it's a plushie. It's like, well, that's £100. I'm not paying that because it's exclusive item, but that you can't get. Oh, she just makes it. She'll just grab some materials and put it together. I wish that she would. She won't let me send pictures to anyone, but I respect everyone. Anyone who just gets their hands dirty and makes something. So let's do the stairs. So I'm going to be doing some tutorial videos. Actually, that's probably what I'll do with my streams after I finish this map. I'm going to do some tutorial videos. I will probably do some exclusive ones for my patrons because they are also looking for stuff. There's some world builders and stuff that they're interested in learning. So kind of some more advanced stuff. I'll ask them what they want, and then I'll do some basic map making tutorials in whatever people want. Actually, to be honest with you, I'm going to get started. I'm not going to limit myself, but we'll see where things go. I would like to do a tutorial on a request for like spiral staircase. I would do a tutorial on just how to approach doing an isometric city, because I kind of learn as I go. You know what I mean? Could have a laboratory. Could be drawing a small. You could also be drawing in a small room where, you know what? Here's the funny thing. Every map I make, as long as it's not too close in, I generally include myself. Well, I don't include myself. I include the cartographer John Bronson, who's kind of like a split personality. So are you thinking like the laboratory is where I'm making this map, and it have kind of like is it recursion, something like that, where you can go in and it's just like the map is going into itself. So I'm gonna write laboratory because these I love that video. Yeah. Finish this one off. Don't do too many cracks where we have this one here, because that's going to be. Oh, I didn't finish explaining my trap. Okay. So this trap starts off unactivated. And as you come down, you try to solve this puzzle. You're like, oh, this isn't working. I don't know what I'm doing here. Hey, let's go up. So you're kind of wandering up and down the stairs trying to figure out how the puzzle works. Let's try this switch on the wall. Okay, switch. Let's go down. Boom. You're into a layer with, what are they called? I always have to think of these names of these creatures because I'm even mind flayer like listen, I am not naturally from Dungeons and Dragons background. I started with a system called Rollmaster, or Chartmaster as some people affectionately call it. I tried it again there recently, and it is, well, recently I mean a year ago, and it is not pleasant when you don't have like lots of time on your hands. But these are. Do you know what? I'll just have to look that up. Here we go. Here's my notes. It'll come back to me. They're big insect creatures. Umberhooks, there we go. They are umberhooks. So down into this layer here, I just realized it's off screen. So you flick the switch, that activates the trap, and then the next person who walks by falls in. So, yeah, that's me. Because you need to Okay, they've searched for traps. Okay, yeah, this is a solid floor. This is not going to collapse in on you. And then you activate the trap out of frustration. Right, so there's my wall done. So I think I am going to move on to some of the suggestions. I do have a room here. Let me figure out where I can put some things. Okay, let's do the Ilford birthday party. Now this is not the Ilford, these are the Trooper. Let's go for the Ilford which are down here. Okay. And let's keep this up here. It's going to be so satisfying when this is done, and I am. Oh, of course, the slaves in the slave pen will be invited. So we'll have the slave pen, and then we will have a table set out for a birthday party. Perfect. Everyone is invited. I could have 3,000 carved into the wall, yeah, but that would be too obvious, wouldn't it? It would be kind of I don't know, very much. I don't know. It would feel egotistical. I think it's like referencing, look how well I'm doing. Uh, I really want to remain humble through this. I've come from very humble backgrounds with my map making. Whenever I would share them with players and stuff like that, it would be that would not be too any fanfare or anything like that. Let me take some more tea. Okay. It's all tea. Right, so we're gonna have our birthday party in here, I think. Next to the slave pen, so we need to organize this a little bit again. So it's great when you get to this point in the dungeon, and you just, I deliberately, let me not do that because I made that mistake the last time, in indicating with my pen. I deliberately don't put the floor, I don't ink the floor of the rooms so that you can include, physical items in this space here. So I am going to whip this out. This is going to be my slave pen. Oh, what was this a statue of? Oh, I think this is just a generic Illithid statue, yeah. To kind of like say, okay, right, the Illithids down here, they're into building statues and shit. Okay. So Daryl, did you get into? You said you were thinking of getting into. Was it making maps or what was it you were going to do? You're talking about something like that anyway. When we were messaging. So we have our slave pen like so. And Sherilyn, have you had a go at making maps? You said you do a bit of everything. That would be interesting to see. So here's a slave pen. I'm not going to include any slaves. I try to avoid including any actual creatures unless it's like a reference like this. It's more just kind of drafting. Okay, so it's like that's the a kind of a background. I still have my board that I use for school. We call it technical drawing here in Ireland, and it is very useful. Yeah. So here's our little. So is that's what you're looking to get back into? Is it? What sort of maps are you doing, Shirley? Or I'm going to call it coping by crafting. So if there's anyone else in the chat that they know who I'm talking to. Because yeah, I suppose that's the tricky part. Is like I started off with landscape maps at every different level of every different size. I suppose like I'd take a landscape map and then I'd zoom in. So heading into the Underdark into via a dwarven castle. So are you using top-down maps, or are you like what sort of maps? What's the purpose of your map? Is it for yourself? Is it for getting into the headspace, or is it uh, for players to kind of move miniatures around on? Put a little door at the end of this cage. Slide door. And if you're trying to do isometric, I suppose it's just like something when you're staring at one of those images, the 3D images, they're just like dots, like that from like the film Mallrats. Uh, Eventually, it just clicks. Now you know what you're supposed to be doing, what you're looking at, and using a grid is super useful because you can. You just stay parallel, I suppose, isn't it? Oh, nice. So you're going to make the world map then. Yeah, I think I'm going to use a thicker pen. Just no, hang on a second. I'm going to go. Let's do the bars for this first. Do the bars for the door. Slave pen. And I don't know. I think I'm going to go at an angle for the rest of the lines. So what's the plan for the birthday, Daryl? Just chill out. You're going out with your friends or partner or something like that. Also, have you some experience making maps as well? Oh, nice. Okay, so all going to be physical. That's brilliant. So let me see. This is going this way. So I think I want to go straight up because that'll be odd. I'm going to go off at an angle like this. can see the lines that all blend into each other. Well, I'm pretty much, this is like sometimes when I'm just doing something completely different, I make it as I go along. I'm not really certain how this is going to turn out, but okay, these are going to go down at this angle like so. I'm always happy to give it a go. Oh, hang on. Oh, these are colliding. This is not going to be good. Let's just offset them slightly. Who knows? Might work out. These can go down this angle here. Kind of the slaves giving out. They have an odd looking cage. Yeah, do you know what? I 100% respect that. That's what I do for my birthday. Oh, hang on a second. Have I been mapping off kind of off camera? And you know what I might do is I'll turn this down slightly. I'll take it down here because it's just I'm comfortable in this space here. Let's get it a little bit closer. Right. All right. Let's create a little bit of shadow. Let's see how this works. Okay. All right. That's not too bad. And it's not out of focus. So it's not too much in my way. You know what? I'm going to go freehand for this here now. So I have my guide. My guidelines have been done, and now I can just do all these freehand lines. This can come across like so. Our friendly slaves, well, that's how the Illithid feel about them. Are not going to get out of these slave pens. Slave pens were requested. I'm just building what I was told to. Does not mean I condone Illithid slavery. Right, so there we go. There's our cages. The reason why I didn't do the cages like with bars going straight down is because I want to do kind of that you can see through it slightly, and then here's one. Okay. Some things work, some things don't. Okay, this one might be one of the things that, yeah, at the end of the day, it's a detail. It's there. People are going to be more drawn to. Let's go over that one slightly heavier. Let's see the edges heavier, I think. People are going to be more drawn to the birthday party. Right, there's our cage. And give some massive wart on the big toe. This one here, that's his heel. Oh, yeah, yeah. In fact, that is a misfida, or high misfida, which is in one of the stories, Tyr jumped into to hide from a giant or something. So I thought, let's include it. Yeah. Oh, shite, that's why this is not looking as starting to study. Oh, okay, that actually looks a little bit better than the top part. Okay, and then we just include some kind of tornado at the table. Just have a little sleeping things on the ground. Maybe would they have a fire? I'll put a little fire here, okay? They can have their own little fire inside the cave, or this pen, I mean. Okay, so and that's about it. Very squalor conditions. And yeah, birthday party time. So we've got a table here. And it's going to have, should there be decorations? There's going to be a cake on it anyway. Maybe it's going to be a cake and it's going to have like a slice kind of taken out of it. Okay, and then maybe, yeah, we'll have another table over here. It has to be, oh, you know what? This, I shouldn't. But I could put a party hat on this. I could put streamers kind of, well, no, you know what? It will ruin the statue. I don't think I will. Sometimes I think that, I think these things, and then it's probably not a good idea. Right, so here we go. I'll put the slice of cake here. You probably cannot see that just as yet until I ink it. But I'm going to put some glasses of wine stuff here. Do my guys even drink wine? Do you know what? It's a special occasion. It's a birthday party. So let's start at the top most item. The birthday cake, which has a cherry on top, I believe. There we go, there's a lovely slice of cake. Let's make it, let's put jam in the middle of it. There. See where you want to go. Cool. I see where you want to go, but I understand. I'm not sure. You see, there's possibly a 15-second delay on the chat, so I need some reference to what exactly you're talking about. So someone sent me a link on a Facebook forum to someone who I had never encountered before. Videos of this guy Commander Mark, who he's like draws pictures and stuff like that. He wasn't. We never got him in Ireland when I was a kid. But I suppose we also only had two channels when I was growing up. When I went down the rabbit hole, I was watching him. He's so amazing, and so imaginative as well. Uh, I recommend if you kind of want to do like 3D drawing, have a look at. So there's a few videos on YouTube. Commander Mark. Actually, I think he's still going. I'm not sure, but like there are some kind of there's a stream or not stream, but like I think he's still around anyway. So there, my items that are on the table. There's a cake, and let's finish off this table. Now, there's one thing. There's one thing, nicer or less. The second, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, I was going to reference the fact that these party goers are eating cake in front of the slaves. I was going to say the next best thing to having a birthday party is watching a birthday party from behind bars. But obviously, I'm being ironic. This is the cruelest place that they could possibly have their birthday party. Oh, sorry. Oh, yes, party hat and streamers. No, I do want to include party hat and streamers, but it's a case of not on the. You know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna move this illithid statue. Include that there. Would you? I could just. Yeah. Let's. Okay. So. Here's our illithid. He's got his party hat on. And basically it's just a statue, so he's just going to be carrying, like, I don't know what this thing is in his hand. It's like some staff. I have no idea who it's a statue of. Just thought there must be like some kind of statue of Lilith. And then we can have like streamers, kind of like. Okay, so it's not extremely clear that they're streamers, but do you know what? Sometimes you're the only person that knows. It's all good. Is sci-fi out of the world cartoon drawing? Oh yes, Commander Mark. Yeah, that's him. I never watched him. So he was on the PBS, right? So I never watched him. I suppose we never had PBS. I suppose, but I'm definitely going to recommend to my kids to watch because he's really good. So I think we have a party out there. Let's put another party hat in this. We don't put another party hat on the table like this. Just a string kind of coming out. There we go. That doesn't look like a string. Okay, let's finish off this. We have this whole section here. Now that we have what's the contents, then I can just kind of close this off. So yeah, I don't know. I think I would have tuned in every week with Commander Mark, but it's like an hour long. It's an hour long show as well. Like, that's some going, and then, or maybe it was just kind of broken up. It was all compiled together. But the music when he then zoom in, he'd go off. Okay, let's, and then he just does his own thing. Oh, so much fun. Yeah, I just like discovering for the first time. You know, people make these references, stuff that I've never encountered. It's a book called Castle or something. Let me see if I have it here. No, I put it there. So, yeah, you should. They're just on YouTube. We are living in the perfect age for learning. Just everything is available. Um, and yet, you probably spend so much time on nonsense that, like, you start watching YouTube and then you start watching. You're there till 2 o'clock in the morning after watching the most inane nonsense. But here I am on YouTube. Please, YouTube, pay me money. No, I'm not. I will not be streaming for. I, I will not be commercializing this channel. This is just for mapping. I only ever want to. Is this camera shaking? It is. So there's something I can do to. Is it when I do this? Okay. I don't want to cause that vibration. There's no earthquakes that I know of. But that said, I do live near a quarry, and you sometimes can feel the use of explosives to obviously blow shit up. So it's a bit off, but can you just feel a rumble and what? Sometimes you don't feel it, but and actually there's some actually I don't know why I'm talking about this. I'm talking about the buildings nearby. They had some issues with their foundations. They had to redo all of their foundations. I wonder did the quarry have something to do that? Down the rabbit hole. Yes, there's no time. It's like so. I've been doing this an hour. It's just like flown by. As you can see, how much I get done. I will get to a point where it's just like, okay, I know exactly. It's when you have to decide what there is. I actually that's when I take the most amount of time. But when I know exactly what I'm mapping, I just fly through. Like for example, this here. I'm just going to do the floor. Watch this. I'm going to do time lapse style. Unfortunately, I do not have that power in real life. It all has to be done individually by hand. What's nice about these like I could use a ruler and then just go boop, 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 but I think this adds a little bit of character. Oh niggers. Right. This was supposed to be a And I was just making it word. I just sounded like something else. I just realized, but it wasn't me. I think it was. And I was supposed to. I was going to say shite, but I caught myself. And this is supposed to be some sort of summoning table or like arcane altar or something. I think. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So I'll just pop this here. So I can't just throw it away. I was going to put it here, but then I wanted to take a little photo. And so I filled in this and it's, oh no, I have to move it across. And then I just done the very same again. But let's put some, could be just like an enchanting table or something like that. And put some crystals, whatever, here. And then maybe a candle. Maybe the candle should be off to the side. Okay. And I don't know what these are. Oh, book. That's what should be here. There. Let's put another little thing there. Okay. Book first. Pages. So did you decide, Daryl, which is your favorite of the maps that I sent you? Or is it unfair to ask you to make a choice? I know. I suppose there are some that I do feel are my favorite. Yeah, a little crystal here as well. Okay, that's it at the table. Right. Yes, all of them. Yeah. Oh, a crystal ball. Yeah. Okay. Well, I suppose I could put a little crystal ball here. Yeah. Okay. Now here is what I like. Yeah, the hand is in the the city map with the hand, is it? The one that this is based on, or this is based on. Yeah. Right. So what I like to do, here's my little light source. I just put a little circle around with pencil, and then I'll continue doing the rest. So when I go to do these lines here on my wall, then I just avoid lining that section of. Here we go. Now, oops, I keep on knocking this. Okay. I need to just use a little text on this page. There we go. And just a little bit of curvature in that. Okay. The hand I'm working on. Where's the hand I'm working on? That's a full hand. Huh. Something that looks like a hand, but. Okay. You're talking about that there. Okay. So, but I haven't obviously sent that one to you. I'm just thinking. I've just solved something. Now that you've said that, I don't know, something has clicked in my brain how I should. I think I'm going to get postcards done of each of these sections, and then people can just like overlay them themselves. Uh, I think that would go down well. So I'm getting posters done, but sending posters is expensive. Um, so like postage is like, well, it's expensive when you have to send lots of them. Sending to one person, that's okay. That's what like about five. Oh yeah, yeah. There is a delay. So you showed the map. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. There is a delay, and uh, it's actually there's less of a delay on Facebook, I think, but I was having a disaster with the comments. I couldn't. I had to go out to a different and like load up my own stream in a different window. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So I presume you're talking about the getting each one printed. Uh, but I'm going to do posters anyway as well because I want them. Got that. So you would have nice kind of framed pictures around the house. I don't think I'd get away with taking any of those down. Yeah, I'm not going to get away with that, but I would just still like to have a big poster so I can just whip it out, so to speak. And the poster says street. Okay. Or never mind. Right, so that I'm going to finish off these ones here. Let's start, so finish. And then I think I'll end the stream after I finish this floor. And we've done our birthday party. I have my other things that I have to include. A pile of yarn somewhere. And I would like, maybe tonight I'm going to finish off the area around. Oh, did you figure? Oh, you know the answer to this one. Did you figure out what this signifies? Do you know which streamer? And I will wait for 15 seconds plus the time it takes you to figure out an answer. This here actually. There's a lesser delay. Twitch is pretty quick. Yeah, thing is, I'm not in a. I don't want to have to kind of go onto another platform and build up kind of a following there. I want as minimum issues as possible. I've already kind of started on YouTube, so I'm going to continue with that for the time being. I'm not doing it for monetization or anything like that. I think Twitch is great because it's better set up for that sort of thing. And as I'm mapping, I don't think it really matters so much about the delay in the chat because I'm mostly just looking at the page. And I just like glancing up, so possibly I'm missing stuff anyway. Not off the top of your head. Okay, so let me explain it. So this is the w sound. A, s, d. That's in the Nordic runes. And here's a little D20. WASD 20. Okay, so that's a little nod to Nate because I have benefited from watching a few of his videos, so I appreciate it. And I sent him, I sent it to him, and he was very happy with the nod. He did kind of appreciate it this receptivity. I love the sense of community with the map makers and the groups on Facebook. There is a definite sense of community between creators and just everyone else. There doesn't seem to be like the boundaries between, I don't know, we're all human at the end of the day. Everyone has their own creativity. Everybody has something going on. Yeah, yeah. So it's not only that. It's because of it's like some people are saying I should build up my Twitter profile, and I'm reluctant to do that because it's just another platform that I need to start posting on. So I'm happy enough with the four that I'm on at the moment on Reddit, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Facebook and Instagram, they're going to integrate well together. Just have to do the one post is great. I can do a post from Instagram to YouTube, to Twitter, but it's like a link and it doesn't appear well. No, there we go. It's my little wall, and we'll finish this. Actually, we'll do this door. So all these dungeons, I'm not really varying the doors slightly, except for maybe this one here, which is like a sealed door. Yeah, okay. Maybe players can spend a bit of time trying to open it up, but in the meantime, they're wasting time. And Jormungandr is clamping his teeth further into Tyr's heart. You don't use birds. I don't get that reference, sorry. I suppose if I'm like concentrating more or concentrating less on this, my cognitive abilities would be less impaired, that I would understand some of the references that you're making, but it was possibly something that I said. Right, let's do a few cracks. And then I'm not going to do cracks in this spot here. Oh, Twitter, yeah. I have a Twitter account. When I post it on Reddit, there's an option to also post to Twitter. I do it. I don't even look at my Twitter account. If I applied myself, I could possibly make something of it. But do you know what? Yeah, I'm doing okay with the platforms I'm on at the moment. I'm happy. That's the main thing. That's what I'm looking for, is happiness. I'm looking to spend more time with my family doing this at home. You know, if I wasn't streaming now, I'd have my kids coming in, ask me questions. I can down tools and look after them, and I'm around. You know what I mean? There's oh, you know what? I can actually turn off this light board. So see that? Ooh, green is gone. So anyone who this is my favorite. Actually, I wasn't even thinking about isometry. It was Patrick Benjamin who suggested I start getting into the isometric grids. So I was doing stuff just purely music. Okay, yeah. Hey, come here. It was an absolute pleasure talking to you, and I'm going to be ending this stream soon enough. Anyway, I'm going to finish off this little bit here, but thank you for joining the chat. I will finish off this. So as I was saying, this sort of light board I got for. I would go down the rabbit hole with. Here we go, going down the rabbit hole again. So if I have a map of a continent, I want to zoom in. What I used to do is I would get a piece of paper about this size, and I would go each grid. I would copy it in a smaller grid. That's how I was zooming out. Thank you, Daryl, and have a very happy birthday. But then I decided, you know what, I could print this out, I could blow it up, and then maybe stick it up. But I was sticking it up on my kitchen window, the sun coming in, and then I can stand there and I get the outline, so I can zoom in or can zoom out on a map and get the basic outline and redo a continent. And I said, I was getting backache because I was standing there doing intricate work. There must be a solution. Oh, there's light boards. So I ordered this, and now I can do it in nighttime as well. So maybe I should talk and map at the same time, otherwise I get nothing done. Considering I only have 5 days left, really. But it's only, certain rooms that need to be filled. I think I'm on target. If I run over, then and then I have to piece it together in Photoshop. So I have to take all these images. I don't think I'm going to be able to manipulate them in super high resolution. Just have to maybe reduce quality slightly, otherwise my computer is going to crash. So I'm avoiding this circle here. Just give it, and actually I'll probably just darken around this a little bit more. So up here, just around like that. So then you have all of that there is highlighted, and it just gives a sense of light. As a H at the end. Okay, let that come across. Okay, and our birthday party. So, we had 2 people join us, one with a birthday party, 2 people with birthday parties, and then we have our own little Mind Flayer birthday party. Now, when I do post this, I guarantee it, there's going to be some Mind Flayer nerd. I'm a map nerd, I don't mind nerds, but like this guy that I know I'm going to encounter is going to tell me the whole history of Mind Flayers, and I do not sell birthdays. You do not know what you're doing on your map. I don't care. These mind flayers have discovered the ancient art of birthday parties. This is actually what I love about doing. Well, actually, if I'm not doing the stream, I would be chatting with patrons coming up with these sort of ideas. So I do a little bit of stippling. I wonder, let me just. This is kind of wasting. That is the problem. Let's see if we got any juice left in this one. I tend to have to mark. Oh yeah, they kind of improve again. I don't throw them out straight away because they could be wasting, and then you leave them a couple of days, and then they kind of go, yeah, I'm not dead yet. Give us another go. Don't throw me out, bro. Still got juice in me. So this guy here, as I say, I just marked them up the top just to say, because I have a heap of, they're all 003. These are funny, like you won't, it's funny, most of them you see are this color here, right? When I ordered these, oh no, did I just get some knockoff versions? I said, no, actually, they have the stamp on them. These are just Japanese. So these are kind of the American ones, and the blue ones are the Japanese. Exactly the same product code and everything. It's just they work just the same for me. Notice no difference. Stippling is kind of mildly hypnotic. Now I'm sure there's like a better technique that I could develop for the stippling to kind of like make each of these individually pop. But right now, I'm just going for a little bit of a random texture. I possibly need to study some of the great cartographers. Let's see what they're doing on their dungeon floors. Also, another factor is time. If it requires spending a little bit more time on each of these, I do not have it, unfortunately. It's onwards and upwards to other maps. So, one map I know I'm making for sure is a map of a child's bedroom. Now, not any child's bedroom, a Mandalorian's bedroom, and not any Mandalorian, but Yoda's bedroom. And that's what I'm going to be making next month. That's going to be a bit of fun. I did not come up with the idea. These are all ideas of my patrons. And as I said, I love working with people. This is a prime example of it's my birthday party. I didn't come up with this. You guys did. I appreciate that. I'm going to put a pile of yarn because it has to be done. Laboratory. These will be in the dungeon. So a little bit of space left that I can pop them in. Maybe I'll put a laboratory here or something like that. It's just mind flayer living areas. But you know what? Do mind flayers even sleep? I know. I have to research that before I just put some beds there and then they really hang me out to dry for getting things wrong. So this is this area almost done. But I'm gonna still jump around. I think I want to finish this one here tonight. I know it's more like I want to finish like a kind of Instagram shaped box area, so I can take a little photo. So thanks again for joining me. This is the end of my stream, and I will hopefully see you next week. Goodbye from John Brogson.